This is Jim testing the live stream. All right, Steve, I want you to go to youtube.com and search for James Nitzberg, and that should take you to my YouTube channel.
Okay.
All right, if you find my YouTube channel, click on it and see whether you can see that I'm actually live right now.
I'll try to get your channel.
All right, if that doesn't work, I'll email you a link. But gosh, there's no Facebook button or anything on here. Hey, it says that somebody's watching me. Whoever that is, well, thank you. This is Whiskey X-Ray 3 Bravo.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. It's pretty good.
How's the audio sound on it? Turn your Vox off.
Feedback all over the place. Hang on. Okay. It's hard for me to listen. I have to get other second pair of headphones or something.
Can you see the radio, the band scope?
Yeah, I can. Not clearly, but I can see it.
All right, let me see if I can move things around a little bit. The only problem here is that I can't get to that PC to respond to people that are texting. Yeah, see, this is going to work too. It'll work if people want to tune in and listen to the net, but that's about it.
So where are you sitting?
I'm right here. Thumbs up, everybody. This is WX3B, live streaming on YouTube. Let's see how we can do this. Wait a minute, I got an idea. Well, nobody wants to stare at me. They want to look at the radio, I would think. All right, let's see what we can do here. How does that look? How does that look on the YouTube broadcast?
It looks pretty good. I can't really see the screen now.
Is the screen in the visual, or is it just off center, or is it just dull?
It's just kind of blurry.
All right, hold on.
I can have a really good conversation with myself.
Well, you hear what you sound like. You like the way you sound?
I hear what you sound like. This K3 sounds good.
Yeah, huh? This watt meter is a little bit intermittent. It's one minute it's telling me I'm putting out lots of power, the next minute it's not. Wonder if it's the antenna. You don't hear any scratchiness on me or anything, do you?
No, you're 20 over.
It's interesting hearing the delayed voice of me coming back to your audio chain. Yeah, there's well, okay, I now know what I need to do. I need a lot. I need some more equipment here in order to do this right. But at least people will be able to hear what's going on. But that's it.
Hear what's going on. So you want to? So what's missing? What do you want to do?
Well, there's a chat channel on my screen where people can send me messages and we can communicate interactively.
So it's via text?
It's via text.
So you can't sit in front of the computer?
I can, but then you can't see the band scope. And you won't hear the radio as well. Let me see what happens if I put the computer near the radio. I mean, you're gonna be stuck with my face, but if you can hear everything, that might work. I think people would rather see the band scope. Wouldn't you?
about a pinup girl?
You just alienated my female listeners. All right.
Oh man, put it back on the radio.
Go pound sand, old man. Okay. There's really no easy way to do this because I need an external. Well, I guess I could get an external keyboard and do it. Yeah, hold on a second. Hang on. Wait a minute, I could get an external. No, I can't do that. Hold on a second.
Just turn off the radio and keep on YouTube.
Thumbs up, everybody. I'm going back to putting it on the radio. Trying to get the band scope a little better. Not enough light down here, I guess. How's the audio of it?
Yeah, you can't read the details.
Yeah, can you understand my voice pretty well?
Yeah, no problem.
And how does your voice sound?
Sounds smooth.
Well, you are smooth, aren't you? NY3A, this is WX3B.
NY3A.
You got to admit, this is a lot more fun than talking about the coronavirus.
It's nice to take a break.
Well, I can say I know what I don't want, and this is a more miserable flop than I thought it was going to be. I didn't really think it through. I need to have a computer that I can answer texts on, that has a clear picture of my band scope that actually is in focus, that has good. You know what I did right? The audio works on both ends.
It's not bad. I mean, this is a good start.
Yeah, I'm going to. What is it? 6:30 right now. Yeah, I'm not. I think I'm not gonna mess around with too many things. Boy, I feel sorry for my listeners right now, whoever you are. But let me introduce you to my good friend Steve Sluz, November Yankee 3 Alpha. He's about 30 miles away from here in Glen Rock, Pennsylvania. Let's see how many listeners we have. We have 2 listeners. One of them's you. Maybe one of them's me. Will the other listener identify themselves via text?
Well, the other listener. Is there another one? I only see 2.
Yeah, it's probably just me and you. Who's that?
For W2 over in New York, just near the Hudson.
Oh, very good. You threw me with the G call sign. I figured you had to be located here.
We can do that, especially on this band. But no, I'm just listening. I'm sure we've got some very nice audio. There's going to be good noise locally.
Yeah, very good. Are you using your own remote or one of the remote ham radio sites?
And the CPU's on my laptop, so it's my one. You know, it's just straight through with using the laptop microphone and laptop speaker. There's Nigel, November, India, Golf.
Yeah, okay, Nigel, very good. Well, this is Jim, Whiskey X-Ray 3 Bravo, and it's my friend Steve, November Yankee 3 Alpha. We're about 30 miles apart from each other. I'm experimenting with a live stream YouTube video, which I've got the audio working on, but not much more. So we have a group of people that are going to join a little later tonight. Anyway, say hi to Steve, Nigel.
Hi to Steve. Whereabouts what channel you're going to be using for the live stream. I'm considering doing the same thing for our local amateur of the QX Water Society over in Hopewell Junction. I've got some nice cameras and pretty good gear, so I'm going to take a leaf out of your book and try and watch you and see how we're doing.
Yeah, if you look for me by name, like you can look me up on QRZ.com and look for James Nitzberg. That's my name. It'll actually take you to this live stream that's happening right now. I'm a complete neophyte at it. This is the very first time I've ever done it. And there are a lot better people, even in ham radio, that know how to do this. There's a guy from England, as a matter of fact. I can't remember his call sign, but he's quite prolific, and he does live streaming and QSOs at the same time. If you send me an email, I'll send you a link to his live simulcasts. Hey, Roger, this is Whiskey X-Ray 3 Bravo. Whiskey X-Ray 3 Bravo, Jim, or James, as you'll see on QRZ.com. And then November Yankee 3 Alpha, Steve.
Thank you very much.
Okay, very good. Well, you can give me comments on the audio if you're successful in capturing the stream. 73, Whiskey X-Ray 3 Bravo. And Steve, I'm experimenting with AGC time constants.
Okay, I wasn't listening on YouTube.
Did you hear Nigel?
Yeah, I heard him. Yep.
Okay, very good.
Hey guys, it's Tim, November 3, Quebec, Ecuador.
Hey Tim, you're early. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. We're gonna have supper time at home around 7, so I'll be in and out. So I hope to contribute at least a little bit tonight.
Yeah, did you catch the way to find yourself on YouTube?
Oh, so I should go to YouTube and look up WX3B.
Look up James Nitzberg. It should take you to my channel. I'm gonna if it's working well enough for enough people before 7, I'm gonna send out a PVRC reflector note. You can't do anything on it but listen to the audio stream and see my radio right now.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go there. You guys keep talking, and I'll be trying to figure out how to get YouTube working here.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, hello, Tim. NY3A. Hey, NY3A, how you doing up there, Pennsylvania? Doing good. How about you? Just great. It's a while before it gets dark. I heard Jim chatting with somebody kind of weak there. Can you guys tell me who that was? Hey, Jim.
That was Nigel. He's a person from the UK running a Flex Radio remote through New York State.
Oh, okay. That explains why you could be working somebody named Nigel. That makes sense. Oh, I see here we got a PVRC radio meeting 2 watching. Let's see if I click on it so I hear myself and get off of feedback. It looks like it's logging. Maybe it looks like it's lagging real time by about 5 seconds, Jim.
Can you hear yourself?
Yes, I can. I can say something. I pull off my headphones and hear it on the computer.
All right, very good. How about doing me a big favor and putting that URL on the PVRC reflector?
Certainly will, Jim. I will announce it, and it looks like we've settled on 3813 for tonight if we don't get kicked off.
Roger, Roger.
Okay, I'll see if I can post those 2 details up there.
Okay, well, yeah, who knows what'll happen 20 minutes from now, but so far, so good.
Alrighty, I'm going to to see what I can do. You know, it's awfully confusing hearing you on the headphones and then hearing you on the computer. It kind of sends my mind for a little trip here.
Well, the idea is for people that, hey, you know what you could do? I wonder whether, can you, you can't, you've got to be me. I'd love somebody to be able to moderate. I can't, this is hard to explain, but I can't easily get to the computer to answer text chats. So this is for people that aren't on the air to be able to at least listen.
Oh, text chatting is way beyond me, Jim. I'm going to see if I have the URL here that I'm listening to myself with you, and I'm going to post 3813 as our starting frequency.
Okay. Who was the other station? Was that you, Nigel? This is Whiskey X-Ray 3 Bravo and Company.
You have a commanding signal. I'm only running 200 watts.
You have a commanding signal with your 200 watts and 6 dB of attenuation. Well, you can see what your signal is.
Nigel, he was pretty weak here.
He was about 40 over 9 here.
Yeah, right.
I was hoping he was actually in the UK, but I figured he wouldn't come up here if he was.
Yeah.
Looks like I have an electric fence going on here.
Yeah, those are easy to get rid of, though. Not too bad. Just turn on the noise blanker just a little bit.
I was thinking about walking across the street and talking to my neighbor.
I'm bringing a pair of wire cutters.
No, actually, it's not bothersome enough. The only reason it's bothersome right now is because I'm not using fast AGC, which I usually do.
I think your meeting is going to be a success.
I think the prediction is that I'm going to be run over with too many people, but that's okay because people can slide off frequency and come back for the round table, and we're going to find out who times out the repeater.
I'll probably be lurking.
Well, I'm going to make a list of everybody that says anything starting about now, and then we're going to go through that list.
Thing drives me crazy.
What thing?
That sounder.
The beep, beep, beep?
Yeah, it's in Wallet Island, I think. Yeah, you guys know for those long overnight shifts at LPL on the low band, that's the only reason we know we're still alive when we hear that every couple of minutes.
Does that watt meter put the audio in better shape? Did you notice any difference?
My suggestion about the audio is maybe you want to move if you move the cell phone closer to the radio, you can't see the radio so much.
What cell phone? Oh, you mean the camera?
Oh, now I see it. The keyboard I see. Yeah, if you moved it a little closer to the radio, I feel it would sound a little less tinny on the computer, but that's just a guess.
I'm using the watt meter as a sound concentrator right now. Why don't you talk for a while and I'll move the watt meter off and we'll see if it makes any difference.
Alrighty, I'm talking. I can tell you that it actually sounds okay on the computer. It doesn't sound as good as it actually does on the radio with a nice set of headphones. So.
All right, Steve, why don't you listen to yourself for a couple seconds with this thing on and off?
Okay, this is November Yankee 3 Alpha in Glen Rock, Pennsylvania.
Try again.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, November Yankee 3 Alpha.
Any difference?
I didn't really notice any.
Your audio sound has got more high frequencies in it when I got the watt meter halfway on the speaker like this.
To me, it definitely sounds different depending on whether you got the watt meter sitting on the speaker or not, but I can't tell you that I prefer one to the other.
Is the audio loud enough on the YouTube stream? Can you hear my voice on the YouTube stream?
I believe I can.
Can you hear my... Okay. This is me talking along with the white noise of the radio. Whiskey
To make this meeting more realistic, are you going to start eating dinner in the middle of it?
Yeah, I'm going to take the biggest, messiest Chinese meal that I can find and start crunching on it. Mr. Sluzz, please transmit if you can hear me.
I wonder if you could even find a Chinese meal, a restaurant that's open right now.
You know, I talked to the people that have the cafe at my company, and they said they had 5 orders today, and that was it.
Wow. CX-3 Bravo, Kilowatt 4, Oscar, Delta Queen.
Hello, Nick. How are you?
Hey, Jim, how you doing? How's the audio sounding?
Well, if you go to YouTube and search for James Nitzberg and click on my live stream of the PVRC radio meeting, you could answer that question yourself.
Gotcha, yeah, that's how I saw you guys were on here. I saw it, so I came down.
Oh, because Tibbs post?
No, I saw it on your YouTube.
Oh, what do you get? Are you a subscriber?
That's right.
Oh, okay, great. I didn't know any subscriber actually watched anything I ever did.
Yeah, I do. I do be watching them.
Yeah, that's great. Well, let's see. Say hi to Steve, NY3A, and Tim, N3QE might still be here.
Hi, N3QE is here. How you doing, Nick? Yeah, good, Tim. How you doing? You sounding great. Moving in. What's going on here tonight? Yeah, I'm on the 1000 MP here into the TL922A. Oh, excellent. I got my good old Syntec Eagle running into my AL1500. All right, so you're sounding good. You're sounding good. Yeah, I got the dipole up here about 80 feet here, so it should be working pretty well. That's exactly where mine is. No wonder you sound so good. All right, there, Tim. How you doing, Steve, NY3A? Doing good, Nick. K4ODQ from NY3A. Let me kick this amp on real quick.
Add another K to the beginning of Nick's call.
Okay. This is Kilo.
Yes.
November 3 Alpha Charlie.
Mr. McGinnis.
November 3
I'm 3 Alpha Charlie. This is Whiskey X-Ray 3 Bravo. Jim, how you doing?
Hello, Jim. This is David Lynchburg.
Oh, hey, Dave. Yeah, you're a little off. I'm receiving you a little off frequency. I thought you were N3OC at first.
Alpha Charlie.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, wondering how I was doing. I'm just running 100 watts on a pretty low dipole.
Yeah, well, you sound great. You're about 20 dB over 9 right now.
NBIS wins.
Yes, sir. From Lynchburg, do you know Steve, November Yankee 3 Alpha? He's also on frequency. You can say hi to Steve.
Hello, Steve. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, hi, Dave. No problem. You're about S9 over here in Glen Rock, Pennsylvania. Okay, you're just right over the border right now. Okay. That's KK4 DQ. I'm back.
You sound pretty loud, Nick. Say hello to Dave, November 3 Alpha Charlie.
Hi, N3AC, KK4 DQ. Yeah, this is Nick in Virginia here, 16 miles outside of DC near George Washington's home. So back to you there, Dave. Well, good to meet you. This is David Lynchburg, 100 watts on a low dipole. So I'm learning NBIS works well for regional stuff on 80 meters. WN3R.
Hey, Dick, how you doing?
Doing good. Everybody's coming through good.
Yeah. You have some kind of a tone on your signal.
Oh, really? Tell me what it is. I'm operating remote.
I would say it's a carrier, but it's not. You're not far enough off frequency for it to be the tone that it is.
Okay, let me retune you.
No, I don't think that's what it is. Steve, are you hearing that too?
Yep. Yeah, there's some kind of a tone in there. Pretty high pitched.
This is N3QE. This is N3QE. I hear it. It sounds like it might be the line from a fan in the computer.
That's a good thought.
I have no fan.
What are you? You're operating remote into what radio? Is it a Flex?
No, this is the K3. Let me turn off the amplifier.
A good idea. I didn't notice any difference.
All right, good. Then I'll operate 21.
The tone is still there.
Yep. If you go to YouTube and you search for James Nitzberg, you can actually listen to yourself on the live stream.
All right, wait a minute. Let me take something out of the loop here.
It's still there. I can tell it's in there. KE4S, Dave.
Hello, Dave. How you doing?
Doing fine, Jim.
Nice to hear you on the air tonight.
Well, it's nice to be on the air tonight. Looks like I need to do a little bit of tuning on my antenna, though.
What frequency is it resonant on?
At the moment, I don't know. It seems to change quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, somehow my antenna got a little bit longer, too. Either that or my watt meter's telling me lies.
My antenna's tuned for the AW digital portion of the band here. It's a little high here.
Yeah, well, this is the only way. Yeah, wait a minute. You're only. I was afraid to go below the cutoff for 3800.
Roger, I'm only general here.
Oh, not for long, hopefully.
Hopefully not.
All right, how copy now, Jim?
That's much better.
Oh, good. Okay, solved the problem.
What was it?
I had my Rick Blaster Advantage, which is a USB external device for ST8 in this circuit.
How'd you figure that out remotely?
Because it's because that box is remoted. That box is sitting here on the K30.
I got it. Yeah, just to confuse me a little bit, somebody's actually tuning right now. At first, I thought it was you. Say hello to Dave, KE4S, Dick.
Hi, KE4S, KK4DQ. Yeah, nice to meet you, Dave. I've seen you on the reflector for a while now. Name here is Nick, and I'm in Alexandria here. I have the audio sound on, Jim.
Sounds great.
All right, that's good.
Hey, good evening, Nick. This is Dave, Kilo Echo 4 Sugar. Nice to meet you. I'm out in Leesburg, and I think I'm running about 60 watts to a inverted L.
Okay, well, it's working for you. I'm running 400 watts here into the 80-meter dipole up about 80 feet.
It's working. I don't know. Maybe I need to tune a little bit better. I'm hearing a little bit of microphonics on your signal, but nothing objectionable.
All right, yeah, I don't know. I'm using a AC 1000 MP here above from LPL into PR40 Ohio.
Listen to you with a rag chew mic.
Sounds good here. Yeah, I guess working at the store has its perks.
Yeah, that's where you got that thing from.
Yeah, I picked it up for a real good deal. It was on a trade-in.
Yeah, very good. Are you still working there 5 days a week? The place is still open?
There's every day of the week except Saturday I'm off.
Yeah, they didn't have to shut down like all the restaurants did, huh?
Not yet, but 2 stores in California, HRO's closed.
Is that the 10-person limit that got them?
No, it was all the stores that were non-essential.
I think ham radio is more essential now than ever.
Yeah, you would think so. But now the non-essential ones had to go in California, so 2 of them closed now. But they're trying to get back up.
November 1, Romeo Mike. N3 ALN.
Hey, Alan, how you doing? And hey, Rick.
Hey, James, good to hear you. Whiskey 3 Lima.
Hello, bud.
Hello, Jim.
You're loud.
Yeah, the old center dipole is working good.
I'd say it is.
It's actually better than the 80-meter foursquare. You're louder on everybody's louder on the dipole.
Oh, I didn't even try my vertical array. I figured it would be a lost cause tonight.
It is.
Yeah, it's like about 10 or 15 dB weaker.
So ask me what I'm saying.
It's actually so weak, it's like the antenna's broken.
I've tried the beverage, and the beverage is also low. Nope, the off-center fed dipole listening and transmitting is doing great.
Yeah, Roger. Well, let me pass it around to Alan and Rick here. N3ALN. So far, we got N3. Well, I can't go through the list; it'll be voluminous. But we got a gang of people on here. Alan, say hello to them.
Okay, hi. My name's Alan, N3LN. I've never really checked into this net. I guess I got the email, and I saw the link on Facebook, which was real cool with the live streaming. And I'm new to this, so I don't really know much about it. I'm mainly a contester, don't do much rag chewing, so just trying to hunker down a bit and spend time with my wife and the dog. So anyway, who's ever next, pick it up. N2NDX.
N2NDX. Good evening.
Back later, WN3.
Yeah, we got this frequency, guys. Can you go have your net somewhere else? This is N2MDX. My name is Mikey.
Hey, Mikey, what time does it start up?
We're on here all day long. Go someplace else, okay?
We're not on here all day long. We're not going to be very long.
No, we're on here all day long. This is our frequency. Now go someplace else, okay?
Do you really? Who is that for real?
Mikey over here in New Jersey, N2MDX, Mike Delta X-Ray.
No, you really think this is your frequency?
Yep, been here forever.